Hello children and viewers. So in this class I am going to explain about the displacement versus time graph, velocity versus time graph, acceleration versus time graph. In the previous class I explained about some fundamentals related to graphs and how to find slope easily. So now coming to the displacement versus time graphs, velocity versus time graph, acceleration versus time graph. Before going to learn, so first of all we have to know when the velocity is positive, when the velocity is negative, when the velocity is zero, and as well as when the velocity is when the acceleration is positive, when the acceleration is negative, when the acceleration is zero. So if the displacement is changes with respect to time, we say that the velocity is positive. If the displacement decreases with respect to time, we say that velocity is negative. If the displacement cannot be changes with respect to time, that means displacement is constant or displacement is zero, then the velocity is zero. So if velocity is increasing with respect to time, so then we say that the acceleration is positive. If the velocity is decreases with time, the acceleration is said to be negative. If the velocity cannot be changes with respect to time, or if the velocity is zero, in the both cases the acceleration is zero. So this you have to remember. So next coming to the displacement versus time graphs. Displacement versus time graph. By taking the time on x-axis, so by taking the time on x-axis and displacement on y-axis, if we draw the graph, so that graph is called the displacement versus time graph. So if the displacement versus time graph will be like this. So from this graph we can find the two things. So first one is the slope of displacement versus time graph. The slope of displacement versus time graph gives velocity. So this is very important. The slope of the displacement versus time graph gives velocity, and second one is the area under displacement versus time graph gives a physical quantity having unit meter second. So far it is unknown, but if you find the area under the displacement versus time graph, it gives a physical quantity that is unknown so far, but its unit will be meter second. So this you have to remember. Now coming to the different types of the velocity versus time graphs. So from that we have to explain the motion, and nothing but that graph represent which type of motion. So for example, let us consider this is a first graph. This is a first graph of displacement versus time graph. So from this graph, what you can say, when the time is increasing, so the displacement cannot be changes. So if the time is increasing, the displacement is can't change, and the displacement is constant. Due to that, so the velocity will be zero. So the displacement is constant, the velocity will be zero. When the velocity will be zero, what will be zero? Acceleration is also zero. And as well as according to the estimation of the slope, so this line will be parallel to x-axis. So that's why the theta is zero. That's why the slope is also zero. So the slope gives the velocity is also zero. And as well as if you take the 2 points on the graph, so if I draw the tangents at two different times, T1 and T2, so the tangents also parallel to x-axis. So that's why theta is zero, the slope is zero, due to that velocity is zero and acceleration is zero. That's why this graph can be represent a body which is at rest, and nothing but this graph can be represent a body which is at the rest, because its velocity is zero, acceleration is zero, so and displacement not changing with respect to time. And next coming to the second graph. So for example, if the displacement versus time graph will be like this, by taking the time on x-axis and the displacement is on y-axis. If you draw the graph, So the graph will be like this, and it is a straight line. Remember, if you get the straight line, the slope can't be changes. It may be positive or negative depending upon the angle made by the line with x-axis. It may positive or negative or 0. So if the line is parallel to x-axis, slope is 0. So if the angle made by the line with the x-axis will be less than 90, slope is positive. Greater than 90, slope is negative. So but with respect to time, the slope cannot be changes. Remember. So which type of motion it can be represent? First of all, so find the angle made by this line with x-axis. So how much it can make? That will be theta, but here the theta is what? Less than 90. So theta is less than 90, so the slope will be positive. But here the displacement versus time graph slope gives the velocity, so that's why the velocity is positive. And nothing but, so this graph can be represent a motion, a type of motion in that the time is increasing, the displacement is also increases. Due to that it has a positive velocity, but whether that velocity change or not with respect to time, how we can estimate? So already I said that this is a straight line, so that's why the slope cannot be changes. Otherwise, whether the slope is not changing or changing, take the 2 points on the graph and draw the tangent. This is a tangent drawn at t1 time, and now at t2 time is also draw the tangent. So that is also parallel to this line or exactly in the direction of the line, and nothing but the both the tangents are making the same angle, the angle made by the line, and nothing but when the time is increasing, the theta is not changing, and nothing but theta is constant. So that's why the theta is constant, the slope is also constant. Slope is constant, nothing but velocity is constant, and nothing but, so with respect to time, the velocity is not changing, and if the time is increasing, the velocity is not changing, and if the velocity is not changing, then we say that, so the acceleration of the body is 0. If the velocity is constant, then we say that the acceleration of the body is 0, and nothing but this is the graph that can be represented. So the body displacement is increases with respect to time, and it starts with the positive velocity, but the velocity can't be changes with respect to time, but the acceleration is 0. That's why this type of motion is said to be what? Uniform motion. Uniform motion, and nothing but this graph can be represent the uniform motion or a constant velocity motion. Constant velocity motion. Constant velocity, but this constant velocity is the positive velocity. And now coming to the next graph, if the graph will be like this, by taking the time on x-axis and displacement on so y-axis. So if you draw the graph, if the graph will be like this, and nothing but when the time is increasing, so the displacement is decreasing. The displacement is what here? So decreasing. The displacement is the decreasing. That's why it has a negative velocity. So to check that, take the 2 points on the line and draw the tangents. So now this is a tangent drawing at t1 time. So it is also coincide with the line, and this is the point at t2 time. If you draw the tangent, so the tangent is also in the direction of the line, and the tangents at different times and as a line all are in the same line. So that is making how much angle? Theta, that will be greater than 90 degrees here. So that's why if the theta is greater than 90, so the slope is negative. But here the displacement versus time graph slope gives the velocity, so that's why the velocity will be negative. And now this graph can be represented. So when the time is increasing, the displacement decreases, it will be start with the negative velocity. Now I am going to check whether the velocity is increasing or decreasing or not changing with respect to time. So if you observe this angle made by the tangent, t1 and t2 will be the same, and nothing but the time is increasing, the theta is not changing, theta is constant. That's why the slope of the graph is constant. Already I said if the graph is a straight line, the slope cannot be changes with respect to time. Easy, you have to remember. So if the slope is constant, the velocity is also constant. If the velocity is constant, acceleration is 0. And nothing but again it is also represent the what? Constant velocity motion. And nothing but it will be the velocity not changes with respect to time. So that's why it is also represent the what? A body which is under uniform motion or constant velocity motion. Constant velocity motion, but it start with the negative velocity. It start with the negative velocity, and as well as so the velocity cannot be changes. That's why it has the acceleration is 0. And now coming to the another different types of graphs. So now coming to the fourth graph. So if the displacement versus time graph will be like this. So by taking the time on x-axis and displacement on y-axis. So this graph represents which type of motion? Again, to explain, I am taking the 2 points on the graph. So now this is a point at t1 time, this is a point at t2 time. At these 2 points, when I draw the tangent, this is a tangent drawn at t1 time, making angle theta 1. And now at this point, this is the time at t2 when I draw the tangent. So this tangent makes how much angle? Let us consider that is a theta 2. But here the theta 1 is less than 90 degrees, theta 2 is also less than 90 degrees. So that the slope is not positive. But the slope represents the velocity. That's why it is also positive velocity. And then now when the body is in motion, the time is increases, displacement is increases. That's why it have the positive velocity. But this velocity is changing with respect to time or not? I am going to check. When we observe the theta 1 and theta 2, so the time is increasing, the slope is also increases. The theta value is increasing, and nothing but the angle made by the tangents is increasing here. Now observe. So this is the steepness at t1 time. The steepness of the tangent. This is the steepness of the tangent at t2. So now what is happening here? The angle made by this tangents is increasing. Here will be more. Here will be less. And nothing but the theta 2 is greater than the theta 1. That's why the time is increasing. The theta, a tangent, and the angle made by the tangent will be increasing. That's why the slope is also increases. That's why slope is nothing but velocity. Velocity is also increases. But when the velocity will be increased with respect to time, then we say that it has the positive acceleration. So it is the positive velocity, it is the positive acceleration. Nothing but the velocity direction and acceleration direction are in the same direction. Due to that, what happened? The body acceleration will nothing but the velocity will be increases. That's why it has a positive acceleration. So that's why when the body is in the motion, velocity gradually increases. Due to that, it has a positive acceleration. Such type of motion is called what? Accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. This graph can be represent the accelerated motion with positive velocity and positive acceleration. And now coming to the next graph, if the displacement versus time graph will be like this. If the displacement versus time graph will be like this, by taking the time on x-axis and so the displacement on y-axis. So now to explain the motion, again I am taking the 2 points. One is at the consider t1 time, this is a consider t2 time. If you draw the tangent, this is a tangent drawn at t1 time. So angle will be considered theta 1. So now at this point time t2 I am drawing the tangent. Now consider this is this is making angle theta 2. So but theta 1 is less than 90 degrees, theta 2 is also less than 90 degrees. So that the slope is positive. The slope is positive is nothing but velocity is also positive. Slope represents the velocity. And now this graph can be represent the body have the positive velocity initially. Okay, it has the positive velocity, but the velocity is increasing or decreasing or constant. How we can check? So you observe the angle made by the tangent at t1 and t2. So this angle made by the tangent t1 time, and this is the t2 time. What is happening here? So the angle is decreasing and the steepness is decreasing here. Student, bending. This is at the t1 time, this is at the t2 time. And nothing but what? Slope is decreasing. Otherwise, simple. At this point, draw the tangent. It is parallel to x-axis, and nothing but here the theta is 0. Here some value, and nothing but what? When the time is increasing, what is happening? Theta is decreasing, time is increasing, the theta is decreasing. So nothing but slope decreases, velocity decreases. Velocity decreasing with respect to time means what? It has the negative acceleration. It has a negative acceleration. But positive velocity, negative acceleration. And nothing but the velocity will be acting in one direction, the acceleration is in exactly opposite direction. That's why velocity will be gradually decreases. Finally, the body will become to rest. And nothing but it can be represent the decelerated motion. It can be represent the decelerated motion, and this graph can be represent that. So when the time will be increasing, so the velocity will be decreases, but it start with the positive velocity, but it has a negative acceleration. Due to that, it is called the decelerated motion. Finally the body will become to rest. Coming to the another graph or sixth graph. So if the graph will be like this, the graph will be like this by taking the time on x-axis and the displacement is on y-axis. So now consider if the graph will be like this. The graph will be like this. So to explain which type of motion it can represent, so I am taking the 2 points. So one is at the t1 time, and another one is at the t2 time. So if I draw the tangent, so I am drawing the tangent at time t2. So now consider this angle made by the tangent will be theta 2, and this is a tangent drawn at t1 time at this point. Now consider, so this is a theta 1 and this is the theta 2. So both is also what? Greater than 90 degrees. So theta 1 is greater than 90 degrees and theta 2 is also greater than 90 degrees. So when theta is greater than 90 degrees, what about the slope? The slope will be the negative. So that's why the velocity is also negative. Velocity will be negative, and nothing but, so this graph has the negative slope. But with respect to time, it will be increase or decreases. So to estimate that, and nothing but when the time is increasing, observe the theta 1 and theta 2. So which angle will be more? So now here the theta 1 is more and theta 2 will be less. So because here the steepness will be more, here the steepness will be less, and here the bending is less, here the bending is more away from x-axis, and nothing but here the theta 1 is greater than theta 2, and nothing but when the time is increasing, theta is decreasing. Theta decreasing means slope is decreasing, and nothing but the angle made by the tangents with respect to time is decreasing. That's why slope is decreases. The slope will be decreases, so the velocity is also decreases. The slope decreases, the velocity is also what? Decreases. So velocity will be decreased, that's why the acceleration is what? Negative. The acceleration will be negative here. So it have the negative acceleration. So but the velocity and acceleration both have the same sign. So that's why this will be called as what? Accelerated motion. Because here the velocity and acceleration both have the same sign and nothing but both are acting in the same direction. That is called accelerated motion. And now this graph can be represented, so a motion in which so velocity will be negative and the velocity decreases with respect to time, and that's why acceleration will be negative, and velocity and acceleration are acting in the same direction. That's why it is called the accelerated motion. And now coming to the another type of graph. So if the displacement versus time graph will be like this. So by taking the time on x-axis and displacement on y-axis. So again to explain that, I am taking the 2 points. So one is at the t1 time and the one is at the t2 time. So at the t1 time, so when at this point when I draw the tangent, so now this is a tangent. So now consider it is making how much angle? That is considered theta 1. Theta 1 is will be greater than 90. And when I draw the tangent at t2 time, so this is a tangent. So it is also making how much angle? So now consider, so this is also theta 2. Theta 2 is also greater than 90. This is a theta 1. So this is a theta 1. This is a theta 2. So theta 1 is greater than 90 degrees and theta 2 is also greater than 90, and nothing but the slope is negative. Slope is nothing but the displacement versus time graph. Slope gives the velocity will be negative. But with respect to time, it is changing or not changing or constant, and increasing or decreasing or constant. Nothing but time is increasing. So observe this angle made by the tangent. This angle made by the tangent. So at what time? T2. And nothing but time t2, and this is a theta 2, and this is a theta 1. So what is happening? This is a theta 1 and this is a theta 2, and what is happening? So the theta is increasing here. Nothing but here the theta 2 is greater than the theta 1. Observe. So here make more angle, here less angle. T1 is less and T2 will be more, and the time is increasing. So what is happening? The theta is also increases. So the theta will be increases, the nothing but the slope is also increases. Nothing but it has increasing slope. So slope is increases, the velocity is also increases. Velocity will be increases. What is happening when the with respect to time velocity is increases? What it have? It have the positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. So but velocity is negative, acceleration is positive. Nothing but if this is a velocity direction, the acceleration is exactly in opposite. So that's why this motion represent what? Decelerated motion. Decelerated motion. And nothing but this graph can be represent a motion in which so the velocity will be negative, acceleration is positive. Velocity will be negative, acceleration will be negative. Sorry, acceleration is positive. Both are in opposite direction. Due to that, it has the decelerated motion. So now coming to the another two graphs. So 8th one. So if the displacement versus time graph will be like this. So like a parabola downward. And the 9th one is the parabola upward. Nothing but concave downward, concave upward by taking the time on x-axis and displacement on y-axis. So to explain which type of motion it is, I am taking now 3 points. So one is at the highest point, so this one and here, and nothing but so this is the t1 time, this is a point at t2 time, this is a point at t3 time. At these 3 points, when I draw the tangent, this is a tangent drawn at t1 time. Now consider this is a theta 1. So now the theta 1 will be less than 90 degrees. And at t2 time, so when at the highest point, when I draw the tangent, this tangent will be exactly parallel to x-axis. So now consider this theta 2 is 0. Why it is 0? Because it is exactly parallel to x-axis. Now the theta 2 is 0. And at the t3 time point, so when I draw the tangent will be like this. It will be greater than 90 degrees, theta 3. The theta 3 will be greater than 90 degrees. So when the theta is less than 90, the slope is positive. When theta equal to 0, slope is 0. When theta is greater than 90, slope is negative. But slope of the displacement versus time graph represent velocity. So that's why here the velocity is positive. Here the velocity is 0, here the velocity is negative. And what is happening? It starts with the positive velocity and after that it becomes 0 and again it will be negative. It will be negative. So start with positive velocity, velocity will be 0 and velocity is negative. And what is happening? Velocity is gradually decreasing and the time is increasing, velocity is decreasing. That's why it has the what? It has the negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. So remember, so the simple trick is nothing but when we draw the displacement versus time graph, so if the graph will be concave downward, concave downward, concave downward or parabola downward, concave downward, concave downward, so the acceleration is negative. And now coming to the concave upward, the graph is like this. So now to explain the motion, I am taking the 3 points. One is at the t1 time, another one is at the t2 time, and another is at the t3 time. If I draw the tangent at t1 time, at t1 point, so now this is the tangent. Now it will be make theta 1. The theta 1 will be greater than 90. At t2 time or at t2 point, if I draw the tangent is parallel to x-axis. That's why the theta 2 is 0. This is a theta 2. And if I draw the tangent at the point t3 time, so it is the tangent. It will make how much angle? It will be theta 3. The theta 3 will be less than 90 degrees. If the theta is greater than 90, the slope is negative. If the theta equal to 0, slope is 0. If the theta is less than 90, the slope is positive. So if the slope represent velocity in the displacement versus time graph, that's why here the negative velocity, here the velocity is 0, here the velocity is positive. And now this body start with the negative velocity and becomes 0, and after that it will be positive. And nothing but these points are called turning points. And now the velocity of the body direction is changing. So this is the point of direction changing point. This is also direction changing point. Up to here, in this one positive, here negative, and nothing but direction is changing. The body direction is changing. Here is also the body direction is changing. So but velocity is negative, 0, positive, and when the time is increasing, velocity is increasing. Negative 0 increases, 0 to positive increases. That's why it has the positive acceleration. And nothing but concave upward. Concave upward is nothing but what? If the graph is concave upward, is nothing but what? It have the positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. So finally, from this graph, so what you conclude? You can conclude that if the graph will be like this. So if the graph will be like this, parallel to x-axis, so the velocity will be 0. The velocity will be 0 and the slope is 0. So if the graph will be like this, so nothing but what? So it has the positive slope, so that's why the velocity is positive. Positive slope. So now if the graph will be like this, so the slope will be negative and the velocity will be negative. Velocity will be negative. And as well as if the graph, so if the graph will be like this, if the graphs are like this, observe. So what is the meaning? So now it is in this direction. So if it is as in this direction, and if the graph will be so like this, so the acceleration is negative. So if the graph is also like this, the acceleration is negative because concave downward. So these are concave upward, and the acceleration is positive and acceleration is positive. So if the graph will be like this, the velocity is positive. Velocity is positive. Then nothing but it will be increasing slope. It will be increasing slope. So now it will be what? It will be like this. It will be decreasing slope. It will be decreasing slope. And nothing but here velocity is positive. Here the velocity will be negative. Again it will be what? Increasing slope. Again here the velocity is what? Positive. Velocity is positive. Again here what? It is the decreasing slope. It will be decreasing slope like this. Again here decreasing slope is nothing but velocity is negative. So acceleration, velocity are in opposite direction. That's why here the speed is decreases. Speed is decreases. So again here velocity and acceleration both are in the same sign. Nothing but that's why the speed will be increases. Here the velocity and acceleration are in opposite sign. That's why the speed is decreases. The speed is decreases. So now here the velocity and acceleration are the both sign. That's why the speed is increases. The speed will be increases. So this is the information during the displacement versus time graph. Remember. Velocity versus time graph. Now coming to the velocity versus time graph. So by taking the time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis, by taking the time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis, so then if we draw the graph, that graph is called velocity time graph. For example, if the velocity time graph will be like this. So now the slope of, you have to remember this is very important, the slope of velocity versus time graph. The slope of velocity versus time graph gives acceleration. Acceleration A. So very important. So the slope of the velocity versus time graph gives acceleration, and as well as the area under VT graph, velocity versus time graph gives velocity into time will be called as what? Displacement or distance. Displacement or distance. If we take the magnitude, that will be called as what? Distance. If we consider direction, that will be called as what? Displacement. So the slope of the velocity time graph gives acceleration. The area under the velocity time graph gives displacement or distance. This you have to remember. And next going to discuss about the different types of velocity versus time graph. So the first one. So if the velocity versus time graph will be like this. Nothing but when the time is changing, the velocity will be constant. The time is changing, velocity will be constant. So the velocity will be constant. So if we find the slope is also 0. So here the line will be parallel to x-axis. So due to that, if we draw the tangent at different times, so the tangent is also parallel to x-axis. So that's why here the theta will be 0. When the theta is also 0, slope is 0. But the slope of velocity versus time graph gives what? Acceleration. Due to that, the acceleration is also 0. So here slope is 0. Slope is 0. That's the acceleration is 0. And this time is changing, the velocity is also not changing. And nothing but here the velocity is constant and here the acceleration is 0. So that's why this graph can be represent what? Uniform motion. Uniform motion. So with uniform motion or that nothing but it will be called as what? Constant velocity motion. Constant velocity motion. And now coming to the second graph. So if the velocity versus time graph will be like this. So now when the time is changing, the velocity is also gradually increasing. Time is increasing, the velocity is also gradually increasing. So again to find the slope, I am taking the 2 points. So if the tangents are drawn at 2 points, that tangents and as well as the line is also make the same angle with that x-axis, that will be considered theta. Already I said, so if the graph is straight line, the slope may be positive or negative, but the slope cannot be changes with respect to time, remember. So but here the angle made by the tangents and line got less than 90 degrees. It is less than 90. That's why the slope is not positive. But here the velocity versus time graph slope gives what? Acceleration. So due to that the acceleration is what? Positive. The acceleration is also positive. And now I am going to check whether the acceleration is changes or not. So already said that this is a straight line. This is a straight line. So that's why if we draw the tangent different points, so the tangent is also making this is a tangent at T1, this is a tangent at T2. So this T1 tangent and T2 tangent is making angle how much? Theta, same angle. And when the time is increasing, the theta is not changing. Not changing. So the theta is not changing, the slope is also not changing, and nothing but slope is constant. So that's why the acceleration is also constant. And nothing but this graph can be represent the what? So and nothing but this is a body have the motion with what? Constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. But the velocity will be changes. The velocity will be changed. In this one velocity is not changing. In this one velocity will be changes, but the acceleration is constant. So that's why this graph can be represent. This graph can be represent. So a motion. Which type of motion? Uniform accelerated motion. Uniform accelerated motion. Remember, this is very important. Uniform accelerated motion and uniform motion. Uniform motion, so velocity will be constant. In uniform motion, velocity will be constant. In uniform accelerated motion, the acceleration is constant. So, but the velocity is not constant. The velocity is not constant. So it is the uniform positive accelerated motion. Actually, it is positive. So uniform positive accelerated motion. And now coming to the third graph. So if the graph will be like this, by taking the time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. So again, so this is the line making how much angle? This will be greater than 90 degrees. As well as if we draw the tangent at a different point, the tangents also make the same angle. So here that's why theta is greater than 90. So that's why the slope is negative. And this angle is also not changes due to that when the time is increasing. So the m cannot be changes and m is constant. So but here m represent what? Acceleration. So that's why the acceleration is what? Constant. But the acceleration is what? Here negative. M is negative is nothing but acceleration is negative. When the body starts the motion, it has the negative acceleration, but that acceleration cannot be changes with respect to time. So that's why it is also represent the uniform decelerated motion. Uniform decelerated motion. Uniform decelerated, and nothing but here the acceleration is negative. That's why this is called the uniform decelerated motion. But here the acceleration is constant, it is negative. It is negative. And now here the theta is how much? It is greater than 90. Now next graph. So if velocity versus time graph will be like this. So the time is increasing, the velocity is also increasing. So to explain the motion, I am taking the 2 points on the graph. One is at the t1 time, another one is at the t2 time. Again, if I draw the tangents at t1 time, at the t2 time, so this angle made by the tangent at t1 time is theta 1. This angle made by the tangent when time is at theta, when the time is t2, so the angle will be theta 2. So here theta 1 is less than 90 degrees and theta 2 is also less than 90 degrees. That's why the slope is positive, but the slope of the velocity versus time graph gives what acceleration. The acceleration is also positive. The acceleration is also positive. But if you observe the angle made by the tangent, so what is happening here? So the time is increasing. So the angle made by the tangent is increasing, but here the theta 2 is greater than theta 1. That's why when the time is increasing, the angle made by the tangent is increasing. Due to that, the slope of this graph is also increases. So that's why the acceleration is also increases. The acceleration is positive and it is increasing with respect to time. That's why it is called what? Accelerated motion. It is called the accelerated motion. And now coming to the another graph, if the graph will be like this. The graph will be like this. So by taking the time on x-axis and displacement velocity on y-axis. So now this is the graph what? This is a graph decreasing slope. Already explained in the displacement versus time graph. If I take the 2 points, one is at the t1 time, another one is at the t2 time. If I draw the tangent at t1 time, it makes the angle theta 1. And if I draw the tangent at t2 time, this also make how much angle? Some angle, that is theta 2. So here theta 1 is less than 90 degrees, theta 2 is also less than 90 degrees. So that's why the slope is what? The slope is the positive. That's why the acceleration is what? Positive. Because here the velocity versus time graph slope gives the acceleration. But when the time is increasing, here the theta 2 is less than the theta 1. Theta 2 is less than, observe, it will be more, making more angle, it will be less, and the steeping is decreasing, steepness is decreasing. So that's why theta value decreases, that's why slope is decreases. Slope decreases what? Slope decreases, acceleration also decreases. So acceleration is decreasing, acceleration is gradually what? Decreasing. Here the acceleration will be increases, here the acceleration will be decreases, and this will be the motion in which the acceleration will be decreases. Acceleration is decreases. And now coming to the another graph. So if the velocity versus time graph will be like this. The velocity versus time graph will be like this. By taking the time on x-axis and velocity will be on y-axis. Nothing but velocity is gradually decreases. So to explain the motion, I am taking the 2 points. One is at the t1 time, another one is at the t2 time. T1 time, t2 time. At the t2 time, when I draw the tangent, so this is the angle made by the tangent. So let us consider this as theta 2. And this is a tangent drawing at a t1 time. Now let us consider this angle made by the tangent theta 1. So here theta 1 is greater than 90 and theta 2 is also greater than 90. So that's why the slope will be negative. Slope will be negative, that acceleration is what? Negative. That acceleration will be negative. So but when the time will be increasing, so what about the acceleration? Now observe, this angle first tangent, this angle second tangent, and nothing, what is happening? So when the time is increasing, here the theta 2, observe this angle, this angle. So which angle will be more here? So theta will be more or theta 1 will be less. Observe, the steepness is decreasing or increasing? The steepness, this is the steepness. The steepness will be what is happening? So increasing. When the time will be increasing, the steepness is also increasing, and the theta 2 is greater than what? Theta 1. Observe. So that's why the theta value is increasing. That's why slope is also increases. That's why the acceleration is also increases. Acceleration is also what? Increases, but it is a negative and it will be increases, negatively increases. It will be like this. So So by taking the time on x-axis and the displacement on, velocity on y-axis. To explain the motion, which type of motion this graph represent, I am taking the two tangents. One is at the t1 time and another one is at the t2 time. So if I draw the tangents, so both the tangents will be make angle greater than 90. Now consider this is a theta 1 and this is a theta 2. Because this is a tangent drawn at t1 time, this is a tangent drawn at t2 time. Here theta E1 is greater than 90, theta 2 is greater than 90 degrees. So that's why the slope will be what? Negative. So that's why the acceleration is negative. The acceleration will be negative. But when the time will be increasing, what about the angle here? The theta 1 will be more or theta 2 will be more? This is a theta 1 and this is a theta 2. So what is happening here? So the theta 1, this is not nothing but here the theta 1 is greater than theta 2. This is angle theta 1. This is angle theta 2. And what is happening? So the steepness will be decreasing. Steepness is decreasing. So that's why the theta value will be decreases. So that's why the slope will be decreases. Due to that the acceleration is also gradually decreases. So it is negative but negatively decreases. In the previous case, negatively increases. Negatively increases. So now coming to the another graph. So parabola downward, parabola upward. Parabola downward, parabola upward. So by taking the time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. So if I draw the tangent at 3 points. So this is the angle made by the tangent at t1 time. So this will be theta 1 and this is the tangent drawn at t2 time and this is the tangent drawn at t3 time. So this is a theta 3, this is a theta 2. So here theta 1. So theta 1 is less than 90 degrees and theta 2, this tangent is parallel to x-axis. So theta 2 is 0 and theta 3 is greater than 90. And here slope is positive, slope is 0, slope is negative. And here acceleration is positive, acceleration is 0, acceleration is negative. And what is happening? Acceleration is gradually decreasing. Acceleration is gradually what? Decreasing. That's why it will be undergo the what? Decelerated motion. Decelerated motion. And now coming to the, in this case, so if I draw the tangent at 3 points, so now this angle made by the tangent at t1 time, it will be make the angle theta 1. So here theta 1 will be this angle made by the tangent theta 1. So the theta 1 will be greater than 90 degrees. So if I draw the tangent at t2 time, this tangent is parallel to the x-axis. So that's why theta 2, theta 2 will be equal to 0. Or to understand very well, I am drawing here. So by taking time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. So now consider this is a point at t1 time. So this is a point at t2 time and this is a point at t3 time. So if I draw the tangent here, so this tangent make how much angle? Theta 1. So the theta 1 is greater than 90 degrees. If I draw the tangent t2 time, it will be parallel to x-axis. Now consider this is a theta 2. So the theta 2 will be 0. And this is a tangent drawn at t3 time. Now this angle will be theta 3. So the theta 3 will be what? Less than 90. So theta is greater than 90 and nothing but slope is negative. Theta is equal to 0, slope is 0. So the theta 3 is less than 90. It is nothing but what? Positive. Slope is positive. And here acceleration is negative. Here acceleration is 0. Here acceleration is positive. And acceleration is what? Gradually increasing. Acceleration is gradually increasing. That's why it can be represented what? accelerated motion. It can be represent the decelerated motion. Already I said. So concave upward, acceleration is positive. Remember, and accelerated motion. And concave downward. So that will be decelerated motion, and acceleration is negative. This you have to remember. So now this is about the velocity versus time graph. Next we are going to discuss about the acceleration versus time graph. So by taking the time on x-axis and acceleration on y-axis, if you draw the graph, so that graph is called what? Acceleration versus time graph. For example, if the graph will be like this. So from this graph we can find the change in velocity, and nothing but, so the area under this acceleration versus time graph, this is very important. This area under acceleration versus time graph gives change in velocity. This is the first one you have to remember. And second one, the slope of acceleration versus time graph gives a physical quantity. It is also give a physical quantity. So which has unit meter per second cube. So this slope of the acceleration versus time graph gives what? A physical quantity, but we doesn't know so far. That is nothing but meter per second cube. Is if the acceleration versus time graph will be parallel to x-axis, and nothing but when the time is changing, the acceleration is not changing with respect to time, and nothing but the acceleration is constant. The acceleration will be constant. When the time is increasing, the acceleration is always constant. That's why the acceleration is constant. That's why this type of motion is said to be uniform accelerated motion. And now coming to the next graph. So if the acceleration versus time graph will be by taking the time on x-axis and acceleration on y-axis. So if the graph will be like this, and when the time is changing, the acceleration is increasing. The acceleration is what? Increasing. And nothing but it is said to be ununiform accelerated motion. And nothing but, so the acceleration will be increases. So but it can be increased equally. The acceleration will be increases equally in equal intervals of time. It is increases. Here A will be positive, but it will be increases in equal intervals of time. Why? Because the slope will be the same at every point. And now coming to the third one, if the acceleration versus time graph will be like this, by taking the time on x-axis and acceleration y-axis, if you got the graph like this, and acceleration, when the time is increasing, the acceleration will be gradually decreases. The time is increasing, the acceleration will be gradually decreases. In this one, when the time is increasing, acceleration will be increases. So ununiform, it is called what? Ununiform decelerated motion. Because so the acceleration is gradually decreased, negative here. So here negative, slope will be all negative. Here the slope is positive here. Theta is less than 90, so the m will be positive here. Here theta will be greater than 90, so the slope is negative. So the slope can be represent what? A physical quantity that can have the meter per second cube unit. But the area under this graph, can give the area under this graphs. The area under this graphs can give what? Change in displacement. So this is about the displacement versus time, velocity versus time, acceleration versus time graphs.